I'm here to transmit to you the eternal lovers from the Taíno symbolism. So this one specifically is a remake of the symbol that I came in contact with after 4 years of being in the Dominican Republic. And in that journey, I really wanted to reconnect with my own ancestral roots. And there was something towards the connection towards Los Eternos Amantes, Los Amantes Eternos, the eternal lovers, that really resonated a lot within my own journey of evolution, my own journey of my soul, my own journey around love, and wanting to really reconnect with it from a place that felt embodied in my own ancestry as somebody who is also half Dominican. So you can see a lot of that journey within the remake of this ancient Taíno symbol that you can Google and locate a bunch of different forms. But mine specifically was around reconnecting to it from a wanting to connect a bridge to my ancestors, and also gaining some more insights through that creative drawing practice, which I highly recommend anybody doing. So those of you watching this, feel free to come join on that journey and remake your own ancestral symbols with a bit of you inside it. So having said that, the Eternal Amantes is really a combination of that love for myself, my love for that connection to the journey, the connection to reconnecting to spirit, reconnecting to my own connection to the divinity, and allowing art to really be the center focal practice that let me regain roots in something within a culture that a lot of people say is dead, right? And a lot of that ended up waking up by me giving attention and offering attention into these symbolisms and regaining a sense of it through my own connection to it. And then also allowing my own journey to be a reflection of the pieces that I felt weren't quite aligning in the mainstream culture, or my own ways of wanting love to show up in a very specific way, that ended up showing up in this journey around Los Eternos Amantes, the eternal lovers. So on my journey, what I ended up locating through different sources is how in the Taíno culture, there's this way that love is seen differently. So within the Taíno culture also, it was okay for chiefs, for instance, and other beings within that culture to have multiple loves and multiple wives and multiple husbands and things like that. So things around polyamory, and I'm sure they had a whole different words around it, was very much seen as part of the culture. So it was really nice to see that reflection on my own journey around non-monogamy to be something actually ancestral and something within the culture that was here in these lands of the Dominican Republic before the colonization and before a whole other set of ways came into it. So there was that aspect of it that was really cool to locate. And as I was sifting through the internet and gaining more awareness regarding the connection point and history around this specific symbol, a combination of things that came up were the following. It was the way that the tribes in the Taíno culture would see how everyone in the tribe is seen as together. So their own things were actually not quite seen as their own as much as it is a part of everybody within the tribe. So there was very much a sense of giving in that way, or a sense of not really this sense of separateness of oh, this is mine, this is yours, but this sense of hey, we're in this together. I see you. My resources are your resources. And that was really the turning point in noticing how this specific symbol really was about that representation around that eternal love, not just being a love between two people, but being a love that is actually shared within the community. So the love that two people have for one another is a love that is shared within the community. And this, it was such a big opening for me when I read this, and I kept reading it and kept noticing in different resources, because there's something around this that rings so true, whether or not you're polyamorous, whether or not you're monogamous, no matter what form of love feels true to you in your expression. What felt really alive in this is this awareness of how it gave permission to connect to love within yourself, whether it's love within yourself, love with another person, but love within yourself as something that you share with community. You don't keep it hidden. You don't keep it just to yourself. You don't keep it just locked away in a cage and you bring it out when you need it. No, love became this internal and eternal mechanism to reconnect to your environment from this place of like sharing. You are sharing yourself. You're sharing the love that you have for yourself. You're sharing it with the community. You're sharing it with your neighbor. You're sharing it with your loved one. And most importantly, you're sharing it with yourself. So it became really beautiful to notice how this sharing culture was very much embedded within the Taíno symbolism and culture, to the point that their symbol for eternal love are these two birds merging, not merging together, but coming together, connecting together, still staying as their own sovereign selves. Like you don't see these birds becoming, one and then like losing themselves and their bodies around it. No, they're still these embodied birds that are connecting to one another, sharing the love that they have for themselves with one another. And then also they're connecting from this very sovereign place. And it was so beautiful to witness how the ways that they symbolize eternal love was from the space of two sharing, that sharing aspect of it, right? It's not just this one bird, like, blah, like wanting to manifest, I want eternal love from the outside in. No, it's this like reflecting of each other back into each other that became the symbol for eternal love. So that is the pieces that I gained from this journey with this art piece. I really look forward to you connecting with it more, having your own connection to it, and really having fun with it and connecting with it through all the different ways that it's going to be showing up in my shop. And the sweaters and tote bags and hats and things like that. And really feel free to also email me if like for wanting a very specific way of the symbol showing up in your world, to this enlightening way of connecting to the symbol from a place of truth, a sovereignty. So yeah, so feel free to email me. My email is hello@jasenianalta.com or support@jasenianalta.com. That's anywhere on the website. And for those on social media, feel free to DM me. I'm more than happy to connect with you around that. So I have a lot of fun with the symbol. It's been a pleasure to share my findings with this, or not so much the findings, the remembrance of this, since very much lives in my DNA, since my ancestry is from this land. And yeah, I look forward to sharing with you more. So lots of love. Ciao, have fun.